Welcome to PEGIO.
Playing every game I own. In this series, I'll be covering all the PC games
Finally, a game I haven't played before and I don't know anything about. Let's take a quick look at the store page before diving in. The Last Cargo is a dark survival horror where your road to independence leads through the hell of imprisonment. Now, if that reads oddly to you, it should. No one talks like this, and usually this kind of writing, especially when seen in this medium, means that we are about to get some slop served as delicacy. They will use grandiose terms for the most basic of concepts and ideas, purposefully obscuring their meaning to the confusion and annoyance of the player. Or this player, at least. Looking at the small description here, we can see that this is a non-native English speaker. The first sentence makes that clear. The Last Cargo is a atmospheric top-down survival horror that invoking the need of deeper reflection. Oh yeah, quality awaits. Sorry, let's not judge it too early. We'll just ignore those mixed reviews. Mixed means there is some good. Maybe I'll like it. After all, the situation of our character is unique because his beliefs imposed onto him have limited his movement in the form of a wheelchair. So he's in a wheelchair because he believes he can't walk? Isn't that the kind of thing you'd want to reveal throughout your story instead of on the store page? The main theme is indoctrination, whose purpose is to control the way an individual perceives and evaluates reality. Your goal is to recover autonomy and subjectivity for the eponymous cargo. So we had a story idea and decided to just tell the player instead of making it a story that they journey and learn through. This game features randomization, consequences, and variable mechanics, 18 adaptations each with 3 stages of development, 6 endings, 3 difficulties, and not being easy. So hitting play makes this little thing pop up. That's right, this game has a launcher. Now, I don't like launchers. I understand their role and importance, but this game is most certainly not one that needs it. I didn't do a test record on this game. Hitting launch gives me this little loading screen for 25 seconds before the game actually opens. We are then greeted with the game in the corner. I guess that launcher was supposed to be centered, but didn't appreciate my multi-monitor setup. The game full screens across 3 of my monitors, so I restart it. While waiting for it to load up again, I bring up the point that this game takes a while to load for something so small. How long is this taking? It should be instant. This isn't a large game. No, let's find out. This game's not even a gig. It's only 195 megabytes. This game is nothing. Why does it need a launcher? This game offers tank controls, which were added in later. I rock the original controls, even though the tank controls would probably be more fitting for a wheelchair game. I guess the adaptations are the progression in this roguelike. I allow the tutorial and the game starts. Look, I don't mind a cryptic or indirect story. I like Dark Souls and Silent Hill, but they're good games. They're fun to play. I don't just like them because they're cryptic. Silent Hill has great storytelling that makes you want to learn more and keep playing. It's natural in this place. This is a completely lost cargo. This is where your condition comes from. I don't understand is right. Almost like it's a bunch of gibberish. It's not good exposition either. Suffice to say, I wasn't feeling it. Read this crap. Your protege has already received appropriate equipment. It will allow him for deeper stimulation of appropriate emotional impulses and the ability to recognize. Shut the up. Sorry, I'm starting off pretty negative for this one. It's one of those just writing things of, boy, shut up. Just your made up nonsense for what reason? To make it sound deeper than it is? There's beauty in simplicity. Complexity breeds ugliness. It's to obscure how lifeless. Sorry, no, play the game. As this was my first time playing this game, which has been in my library for years at this point, I'm likely going to end up using a lot of the live audio for this video. Shift to move faster, control to do sneak, E to interact, F for flashlight, tab for notes. Okay. Draw, hide weapon, fire weapon, reload, different types of ammunition. Okay. So tab just opens this little thing up here in the corner. Find the control unit of the cargo management system. Oh, okay, so you don't hold right click, you press right click. It's a toggle, which I guess makes sense because he's in a wheelchair, right? You can't move and shoot with a two-handed weapon. Electric pulse, middle mouse button or Q? We'll use Q. Temporarily paralyze enemies. It's got a pretty slow recharge. I see a little fella. Oh, more little fellas. Oh, they just blow up. Isn't that neat? Time passes, hunger and thirst increase. So red will probably be health, and the little white bar will be stamina, I imagine. Power generator, okay. I was expecting that guy to wander in there, but he didn't. Oh. Inactive carrier. What does that even... Ooh, what is that supposed to mean? Oh, okay, so yeah, you can only... You have a very limited range of which to aim. Again, makes sense. Haha, you can just shoot the glass. Oh yes, search the toilet. Glass key. That's something locked that needs glass key. Processor. It only holds 3 rounds. Glass key, whatever that is. See you later, little fella. Or not. I don't appreciate games that are, like, needlessly dark. This is needlessly dark. Like this, you know, doing the vision cone is fine, but just how dark everything else is kind of pointless. Like it's not really scary. It doesn't. Ooh, some dirty water, yummy. But the darkness is kind of pointless. Like it doesn't really add anything. Nothing. Why does it take you a while to figure out there's nothing? I guess if you're looking for screws and stuff, it's not too crazy. Oh, that one blew up right next to me. Oh, they have a little timer on them. Okay, I see. They're a little harder to evade in these smaller areas, these little hallways. Yep. Not a thing in here. So I just wasted a bunch of health and a bunch of time for nothing. You know, they seem quite willing to just blow themselves up if I just keep going. A straight path. So I guess there's really no reason to even antidote. Poison. Okay. Altar of sacrifice. Yippee. Bandage. Bleeding. Some more dirty water. Actually, this one's different. It's unclean water. Boy, I hope it's just the tutorial that's like this, because I am bored. Boy, it does keep them stunned for a little while. Okay, so they blow up even if you shoot them, which means your only defense up close is the stun. General treatment. What's the treatment? Nothing? Do I just lay there? Like, what's the idea there? Like, why did that one blow himself up? Wow, these little guys are kind of stupid. The only problem is with these guys is that I need to already be moving past them. If I have to move at any kind of angle, then I'm too slow. I mean, the background sound is fine, it's just not related to what's actually going on at all. Alright, the control unit has to be up there then, because I don't know where else it could be. Unless I'm supposed to be shooting those inactive carrier guys. Sorry, for some reason when you search the toilet, it just shows up in the top left corner instead of giving you the little bar in the bottom right. And the little tooltip for it takes a while to go away. Processor. I found a processor. I needed that, so that was a vending machine, not a safe. Power generator. Yippee. Oh, I was already through that area. What do I... Oh my... Where do I go? What do I need then? I'm not against the wheelchair and its mechanics, but boy, is this game just so far really boring. Use processor to open. Okay, how do I use the processor to open it though? I picked up a processor, didn't I? What am I doing then? What am I doing? I feel like I've already explored everything I can and found nothing of interest. So I guess these guys just keep spawning all around the map. I mean, that has to be what it is, right? There weren't this many down here before. Alright, I'm at the fire. So what can I do? This menu is awful, by the way. Everything being percentages, not great. You craft glass keys? I thought it would be something I find. You know, you think the tutorial... Sorry, I keep popping my thumbs. You think the tutorial would have taught me that I have to make glass keys. But no. The tutorial just gave me a little pop-up menu and a bunch of text I didn't care about. Okay, so I guess I'll make a glass key. I don't even actually know how to make the stuff. Double click. You have to double... That's right, everything's double click. Not enough parts to repair my wheelchair. The resting doesn't seem to actually do anything for me. Oh yeah, that's fair. Why did he stop? Why did he blow up? What do you mean use a glass key to open? Am I not using... So I have to click the icon to use the glass key? Is that what you're telling me? I can't just have a glass key and walk up to it? Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, I have to open the menu for it, of course. And what's in here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. How interesting. How fun. Leave it in there. Alright, well, where can I use a glass key? Which means... Okay, so the processor thing means that I have to double-click the processor to actually get in that little spot to use anything. Oh, you can just kind of wait for them. Vending machine. Exchange your processors for other items. Like what? Who cares? Location data. Add to the control unit of cargo management system. Location on the radar. Well, I guess I have to get that right. There, I got it. And it lied to me. It's not doing anything. Unless I just have to be near the area and it'll start showing up. I have to use a processor to get into the safe. Ooh, a shotgun shell. Ooh, another shotgun shell. Yippee. What do I even care? What does it matter? Does it matter? Alright, so supposedly I should be able to see the unit now. But, we'll see if that's true or not. I don't appreciate how the wheelchair can get busted and I can't move any faster now. Because it's not even like, oh man, I can't move faster, I can't get away from these enemies. It's, no, I can't move faster, I can't. This game's even slower now. Why do they just blow up? Can I do anything about him? No, he doesn't care in the slightest when I do that. Why do some of them activate faster than others? That one went really fast. Is there a reason for that? If only there was some kind of tutorial to explain it to me. You know, if there was some kind of a tutorial that would explain why enemies blow up at different speeds, that could be kind of useful. Or if there was some kind of tutorial that would explain what the inactive carrier is on the wall, man, that could kind of be helpful, I guess. Oh, I don't need a key. You don't need a key. If there's a little guy on the other side of the wall, he'll just blow up. That's fun. Boy, that's real fun. I sure am glad I bought that thing that shows me on my radar. Where, is the radar a button? Yes. If only there was some kind of tutorial that would have taught me that there's a radar icon. You know, when it said the inventory was just a bunch of buttons on your bar, I didn't realize it meant like this. Like, this is stupid. This is a stupid inventory system. Enemies. Oh, enemies. No, enemies isn't good enough. They are destructive objects. Destructive objects is way better than just using a single word to describe exactly what it is, an enemy. So I can leave a red mark on the map. If I want to mark something like that heal that was down there, but I already used it, so it doesn't matter. And there's really not a whole lot going on. It's not that hard to remember what's going on. I mean, I get that it's probably for something that happens later, or it might get more complex later. So what, it's going to be in that room down there? What? Oh. Oh man, these enemies just blowing up for no reason is really... Ooh, what a well-designed game. It says it's right here. Right where? What, it's in that room? Right there? This little square room on the other side? Or it's this thing right here that I guess I never noticed. Your willingness to complete the task. Okay. So I just have to turn off the power generators. Causative entity has entered level. Hey, tutorial, any explanation of what that is or why it matters? Oh, dang, there's 3? I only remember finding 2. Oh man, I'm gonna die. And I am not going to start this all over again. I can tell you that now. I don't even know if I'm really gonna be able to do half an hour of this. I am so bored out of my mind. I think the layouts are supposed to be random as well, which is just nice. Great. Where was the other one? It's somewhere down here. Boy, that sure is a lot of noise for the nothing that's happening. Oh, a buzzsaw man. I guess that's the thing that it was talking about. How interesting. Ooh, nah, I don't even care. There's nothing in it. I don't remember where the other one was. Oh man, this game sucks. I'd rather play receiver. I would much rather be playing receiver right now. At least receiver has an interesting mechanic going for it. And it feels satisfying to shoot drones. Or to change your mags really quickly. There's nothing satisfying about this. The most satisfying thing about this game will be when I turn it off. Is the layout the same? Because if the layout's the same, I'm not even going to waste my time. Are you kidding? I can stun them, but they're still like physically in my way. That's awesome. Yeah, the layout seems to be exactly the same. I can find all the power generators that I need to find before I actually start the thing. I know where the one is. Oh, here's one. I'll probably have to mark this one. I know I passed by. It's either on the left or on the bottom, somewhere. But I don't really recall where it was. Boy, your stamina sucks. Yeah, see, why does he explode faster? Okay, so some stuff is different, but the layout is the same. Things can just be in different locations from the looks of it. And that guy's still there. Yeah, the fire's not here, it got moved. And one of the little guys blew up over there. Do I just have glass keys? I do. Well, I'm really hoping the other one's just kind of like hanging out over here. Why? Why did he blow up so fast? Why did he blow up so slow? There's the heal. Oh, what a waste of time. Yeah, there's nothing more interesting than there's nothing better than it taking time to search through something only for it most likely to be nothing whatsoever. You know why people aren't bothered by it in Fallout? Because it's instant. There's not a timer. There's not a timer to find out there's nothing on it. And even better, in Fallout, it'll just tell you if something's empty right off the bat. You can just tell from looking at it that there's nothing in there you need. It doesn't waste your time for no reason. That guy's did not blow up instantly. I'm shocked. Where's this last generator? I don't even know why I'm bothering to search these things. I'm not going to go back and use stuff. I found 2 of them, but I do not really want to just wander around. Why? Why don't you want to explode like the other ones? Oh, they don't blow each other up? That's kind of lame. Alright, gonna go through it again. My last glass key for nothing. Oh, you can use a glass key to open a safe, but who cares when the only items you can find are the same items that I've been finding? What does it matter? So I guess I can activate it. It just won't really matter because I'm just gonna be doing exactly what I'm doing now, which is running around in circles trying to find the one thing that I can't find. Like, there's one. I already know where another one is that spawned in the same location as last time. I don't like how it stuns you either. Go ahead and get my heal. Bruh. Oh, he just goes through the doors, the walls, okay. Oh, great, now I can't do my sprint. Oh. He just instantly kills you. He just kills you in one hit. Of course he does. Yeah, no, this game is not fun at all. Very boring. The only horror, the only suspense, the only tension is once the lights are completely off and you can't see anything. And that's really only because you can wander straight into a guy that can kill you in one hit. That's not like a scary, oh, there he is. It's a scary, like, oh, great, I have to play more of this game. I have to start over. Like, it's not actual horror. There's no fear. There's just disappointment. That's filled the time. I haven't gotten through the first level. I don't know if this is just the first level of the game, the tutorial where the tooltips, the little pop-up boxes, I'm sure that is probably what it was, and that this is the first level and not a special tutorial level. Either way, I'm not even kind of interested in finishing it. I will click these little things. Oh, look, we've got our little healing stuff here. Don't care. Oh, we have a flashlight. We have a flashlight. We have candles. We can make a campfire. Oh, well, you know, these are nice little things that it would have been nice if there was a tutorial that would have told me about them instead of just telling me that I have an inventory and that I have to double click stuff in it. Okay, let's see. The flashlight is exactly what you'd expect. What about the candles? You can drop... Oh, no, it just stays on you and it lights up a whole area? Okay, so that means we have plenty of items that negate the one thing that did have a little bit of horror, which was the complete darkness when you turn off a generator. So the game gives you items to negate that as well. So there's no point. There's no point. Because the one horror aspect that I described is now actually rendered mute, as I realize that you can just light candles and you have a flashlight, so you can just not even have to deal with that part of the game either, really. Yeah, that's more than enough of this. This is awful. We'll go to the main menu for a second, see if there's anything. Donor level. Oh, I can level up. Oh, I can level up. Isn't that exciting? Also, I really like how you see the way it looks like this. That's because I have multiple monitors. I have multiple monitors, and right now it's full screening across 3 monitors. What a game. I'm gonna have to Alt F4 it, uninstall that. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the footage, and let's talk about the store page and main menu stuff for it for my script later. If we hit our little timeline down here, we'll see that it was released in 2017, and then their first update was a year later, where they announced a new game. It looks like a point and click. And if we click this, we'll see, oh, looky there. The thing that was announced in 2018 still doesn't have a release date. Probably because this is as far as it ever got. I imagine he gave up after this. Here's what happened. He released his first game,
made no updates, made no changes to it. The reviews started coming in, people started saying that it was bad, and he just gave up on this. And he tried to, I don't know, fix or mitigate issues on the other one. Let's take a look. Let's see what he actually did. So we have changes based on complaints from people, is exactly what that is. I refuse to believe it is anything other than that, seeing as this is 3 years. 3 years after the, no, 4 years. Sorry, 3 years since another game was announced. 4 years after the game was released, he starts making changes and updates. Because I guess, yeah, this was in October, which means that this game started becoming popular years later because some random YouTuber found it and played it. So then other YouTubers also started playing it for Halloween, and that's the only reason it was any kind of movement in the market, is because someone played it for Halloween and then other people started playing it. Now I'm making assumptions here, but he responded to the negative feedback by changing things, adding some improvements. We'll put that in quotations. Also, I don't think this is a native English speaker because no more stucking on the environment. And I'm pretty sure if we read the store page, it'll read a lot like this too, of just broken English. So it looks like he had, oh wow, 2022, he was actually busy. So the end of 2021, October 2021, when it first became, when people actually started looking at it, he made some improvements. And then he makes just general improvements for something that should have already been in it because it's a game on a marketplace, like being able to change resolutions and being able to go to full screen. Basic things are being added. It looks like through 2022, he did a lot of little updates. Oh, and he even made a demo for people. How nice. Then it looks like he didn't do anything else. And then a year later, someone made a video about it and he posted about that. And that's it. So for the past 2 years, it's been silent. He hasn't been working on the other thing. And he's probably given up. I would say the art's okay, but it's one of those things, if it's so small and everything's so dark, you can't even really tell. This kind of looks okay, right? That kind of art looks okay. The main picture here, right? With the little with the wheelchair man, like that's okay. I'm fine with that art. That's not too bad. There we go. He's not a native English speaker. He is a Pole. Ugh. Eastern Europeans and video games, man. They don't need to do it. I mean, Stalker was good, but man, this stuff. Oof. Like this is just bad, my guy. I guess I need to say something nice and not be so negative and mean. I will say this at the very least. You completed a game that runs and have it on a marketplace where people have bought it and have reviewed it, and where someone even made a fan video for it or something. I guess I'm not watching the little movie thing, so no. Pass. Hard pass. But you completed something, it's on a marketplace, and some people like it. So congratulations on that. That is admirable. I just wish you would actually put real improvements into the game instead of little tiny things. Or just make something better. I know I ragged on him, but the other thing, the space of one drama, it looks like it's supposed to be a point and click type thing. The art's fine. The art's totally fine. Like that's not really scary. It's just kind of whatever. But the art's okay. It's okay. It's that dreary Eastern European atmosphere they love so much. Of everything's concrete and communistic and boring and soul sapping. But it looks like this would have been maybe a 2D side scroller, maybe a point and click. Not really clear, not a whole lot of explanation with puzzles and different little powers for your thing. That's fine. My point was, he probably should have focused on this and focused on making this much better than his first thing was. A main issue being that his first game was boring. This game would need to actually be fun. And I don't know if this guy has it in him to create a good puzzle when he couldn't even create a fun objective. I'll give it to him, he had a neat and different idea of wheelchair mechanics. In a horror game, you know, you're slower because you're moving a wheelchair. You can't use your weapon and move at the same time. Your wheelchair can get broken. Like, those are all neat, interesting little ideas. They were just all in a very, very boring game. I'm a little conflicted. There were some neat ideas, but the game is just so boring that all those ideas melt away. They're just unimportant. All right, that's enough. That's enough. I'm done recording. I stopped playing after like half an hour, and I've been about the game for like 20 minutes now. So I'm gonna stop because I'm probably just gonna edit most of this out anyway and just use the script. So whatever.
Welcome back. I didn't expect to end up using nearly all of the live audio for this, but I said everything that I wanted to talk about. I gave my full first impression. I will say that I think I was too harsh after playing it for half an hour. I cut out the part where I said this guy giving up was a good call, because I don't really believe that. There are people out there who do need to give up, but this guy at least has a working product with decent art and some neat ideas. He just needs to keep improving and realign his focus on fun gameplay mechanics over whatever he was focusing on. I also noticed that even though the description says it's a dark survival horror, he didn't put it in the horror genre. Instead, it's an action, adventure, indie, and most confusingly, RPG. I was also right about his other one being a point and click because that's the category it was listed in upon checking again. So with everything I had to say, I'm giving The Last Cargo a 1. It's not the worst thing out there, but it's painfully boring, and that's the worst thing for a game to be. I'll likely never play it again unless requested. The only thing keeping it from being a 0 is that it was functional, and more importantly, it had some unique concepts that I wouldn't mind seeing explored again in something else. That's it. God bless.